Morning, morning, morning. How's everybody doing? It is October 22nd. We're running out of time on this month, guys. Jesus. What? One, two, three, four, five, six. We only got 6 trading days left in the month, all right? So if they're going to get ugly with them, they better get moving on here, all right? I don't think that's going to happen. I think the markets are coming in a little soft, though, this morning. I see the futures a little lighter. The NASDAQ's a little bit better. But across the board, we're just slightly lower. Volume on the overnights was very, very thin. So prices are all over the place. All right. So don't get caught up in that. All right, focus on the things that we pay attention to, the things that are moving for our way. All right, now what has been going? We had a pretty decent day on the diamonds until it crapped out. It took in the middle of the afternoon. What happened in the diamonds yesterday? Okay, here we go. Right at the let me turn this overnights off here because they're a pain. All right, looking at yesterday's day. All right, this is a 30-minute, and here's your 60. 2-2 down to finish the day. All right, so they came under pressure after the 1-2-2 back down. All right, this is again why we watch these ones. All right, they're pivotal, they're pivotal, they're pivotal. All right, so 2-2 back down. Now this morning, where are they? Back to 469.35. We're not much going on, guys. We're going to be stuck inside the 60 to start the day. Okay, so I'm looking at some of our industrials. There's nothing really going on. All right, Triple M. There you go. Look at that day, Triple M yesterday. Did I not tell you that 2 days ago, that Triple M? I really liked that one. We had a hell of a day for Triple M yesterday. All right. Now, where are we? Is right now 166.07. This one's holding up pretty good. All right. I say right? I think Triple M's got more in it for sure. We're still waiting on this, but if collectively the group doesn't get together, Triple M will start to succumb back in. All right, and that's one of them right here. That's Honeywell that should be moving. Really chopped out yesterday at the end of the day. Really got sketchy on us here on Honeywell. So here you're holding okay on the week. All right, so that's the anchor that keeps us going here. Can we get back up to 210.64? I'll tell you, it seems like around 210, 211, there's some exhaustion risk up there. There's sellers up there, man. All right, so I'm in Honeywell. It's a little lower on me this morning. But I would really, once I get back up to this 210 area, I will be protecting up there, all right? Because it's just not seeming, and if it takes me out, and then she starts to make the move, then that's fine. We can always get back in again, all right? So Honeywell, that one kind of little, and that's where we are right now. I went through the Dow this morning. There's really nothing too much going on, all right? So we're going to be stuck inside here on that 60 to start the day. Maybe a little run sheep run in the morning, but you got to get through those 260s before we can even get back to that one, all right? So that's my thinking there. XRT had a good day yesterday, pretty good too. Kind of gave up at the end of the day with the 2-2 down. So this one came down just like everybody else with the 3-1-2-2 down, the 3-1-2-2 down. Okay, where are we trading right now? We're not doing anything, man. 85.33. We're not even there right now. All right, so we're going to be opening inside day here. Cold Stores made a decent move yesterday. I like its 2-1-2 on the week and holding up on it pretty good. So I don't know if she goes higher. we got to get this group moving here. You see what here puked it all out at the end of the day, but still holding up on the week. All right, all that came down and still holding the week. Watch for that. Okay, so we still got this. The week is still pretty good. This thing could turn around and triangle all this right back out again. I like Kohl's stores. Now, is it, the market seems to me to be a little bit tired. That's what I think. All right. So what's really going on this morning? Really not too much. In the form of what kind of news are we getting? World news. Trump's going to the middle, out east. He's got a hostile guy in China who doesn't want to play ball, and he's going to knock on the door anyway, see if Xing answers. Okay, seriously. All right, he'll ring the doorbell. He either opens or he doesn't open it. Then he'll find out where he stands. I think he already knows where he stands anyway. But anyhow, all right. So Kohl's stores, again, retail. Nike had a pretty good move yesterday, and then it fell apart like everybody else, right? Triangled it all, right? Didn't give it all up, but look at that, 222 back down. All right. So we saw that the diamonds fell apart at the end of the day, and then we'll go back to the SPY because I didn't really show those yet. And SPY says, did that same slide here. Okay, so now we're stuck inside here to open here. All right, it's going to be a slow opening, guys. 671.80. We're right in here. All right, we are firmly stuck inside the day. This is a no hurry open. Okay, sit tight. There's nothing to go after. All right, I'm telling you right now, there's nothing to go after here. All right. The day got dojied out and closed out, stuck in the middle with you. You want to be stuck in the middle? You want to be stuck in the middle with me? No, you don't. And I don't want to be stuck in the middle with you either. All right? So there you go. Stuck there. Not much to talk about, guys. There really is not. There's one thing I'm going to give you at the end that might be a little glimmer of hope. Again, here's your doji on the day here with the insiders. It's going to be hard to get out of that right now at this point. Trading at 610.67. We are buried inside there, Jack. And you're inside this outsider here, right? This 3 at the end of the day on the 30. And obviously there it is on your 60. It's a much clearer. It did sit for 2 hours, and we were talking about it here in the office. So like they're not doing anything here for 2 hours. All right, so not much to talk about. I mean, unless you like Beyond the Meats, $6. $6.95. All right, I hope somebody's got that thing. It's up 70% this morning. All right, the guys over here that I trade with, they trade these memes. So this is a meme stock, all right? So watch the Beyond the Meats. I mean, this thing has made a huge move. I watched the options on this. There's good play, all right? But I would not go buying anything here, folks, okay? This thing was up to 886 on the overnight. 886. All right, this thing used to be somebody, all right? So anyhow, this seems a little fishy to me that all of a sudden the plant-based meats are all of a sudden back in the game big time. I don't know, all right? But just wait and see how this shakes out. If the squeeze really starts to go on, the roaring kitty will roar. All right, we'll see if that can come back to fruition at some point. All right, so Beyond the Meats, unbelievable move here this morning. All right, on Beyond the Meats. All right, what else we got there in my morning movers? ISRG. And your healthcare, this one's popping back up here now, closed at 462.74. Intuitive Surgical, this thing's moved out, man. All right, back up to $550. All right, we're taking out all this, guys. All right, we're taking out everything here. So you know what that means. We're going to be an exhaustion risk. Intuitive Surgery. I still like the healthcares. I still like the cyclicals. I do like the industrials, but I'm getting really nervous about the banks. All right, so ISRG, there you go. Better day, better this morning here. VICR, Vicker. All right, I don't know what the hell this stock. I haven't seen it before. Vicor. All right, came trying to fight back here at the end of the day, but got stalled out. $83, all right, closed at 65.80. This is a nice move. We'll be watching this. Put this one in one of your boxes and keep an eye on it. All right, Vicker, $81.95. Currently trading at $83. It's going to be a nice move to the upside there. You're taking out everything up here, guys. So remember, you're going into exhaustion risk with the Vicker. All right, Netflix was a miss on. It wasn't a miss. It was a miss on revenue. The earnings were good, but the revenue was bad. How could they not have cash on hand? Come on, man. All right, Netflix has got that 2 week up, and it's holding there. Let's see if that's going to change this morning. 1,144 right now. 1,144. We're going to destroy that week and coming back down. All right, so this is going to be a big turnaround for Netflix. All right, this is kind of a hit for the whole market. All right, so we'll see if Netflix can start sinking some other stuff. Warner Brothers Discovery, there's a company that could buy them, but they got no cash. All right, Warner Brothers Discovery for sale. All right? If you just want to go out there, you get Bugs Bunny with them. So you can't really go wrong there. All right, so 2085, a little higher again here. So who's gonna make the move on them? Is it gonna be Disney? I don't know, but Disney went up to 114. I don't think Disney has any interest. I am not paying 114 for Disney. I missed it down at 109. I was kind of pissed about that, but you can't get them all. All right, there's just too many stocks. Too little time. All right. So Disney, you're too rich for my blood right now. All right. I'm not going after that. GEV. All right. This thing. Now another one here. It's already, it did crap out a little bit here, just on the dailies. Okay, and it's been chopping real bad. And what do we do? We embrace the chop. Okay, and we can't control earnings, all right? But she's only at 607.91, guys. All right, so just slightly taking the day up here on GEV. And it's up $22 this morning, all right? From 576.41 all the way back up to 611.80. So that is going to be definitely a little better here after just from the closing price was $585.33. GEV up $22, never misses. I'll tell you, this GEV, they never miss. All right, so GEV doing really well there. That's another one. Texas Instruments not having a good day. Texas Instruments in pre-markets, what was the news on that? Texas, they got bad guidance. There you go. So look what bad guidance can do to you. 164.29. She closed at 180.84. Texas Instruments is coming down to the downside again here. Going to bottom out that month now. We're going to take that month lower all the way back down into this 165 area. We got a gapper down on the day. That is one that we're going to watch on the 3-day. You know the plan. All right. So Texas Instruments getting kind of kicked around here this morning. I talked about. Did I talk about Donut? On the meme stock, I'm not sure if I talked about that one. So this is Krispy Kreme. If you're into that kind of thing, just don't be a glutton of anything in your life. Don't be a glutton of anything. Too much of anything will kill you. I promise you. Okay, D-Nut coming back down here. I mean, D-Nut on the move here, up to 554, guys, and it's pulled back down to 475. This is another meme. All right, so watch the memes. And then I got another one for you here. I don't think I gave you this one. I thought you gave you it. Rainy RANI on the move here this morning, $3.57. I'm going to be watching all three of these. I got Beyond, I'm watching Rainy, and I'm watching Donut. Okay? We'll see what happens. I don't know. Hey, Joby fell apart and came back down. Went up to 20 bucks. All right? Made the move right here on the quarter. Look at that. Last quarter. Got up to 20.95. Shooter back down on the quarter. Shied off real fast. All right. Kind of messy here. I kind of like it down here. It's trading at 15.98 right now. I'm going to be watching it. I don't know. It's probably. I think the markets are soft, so we might get a shot at some good prices today if we can keep this market stupid. All right, that's what we're looking for. Keep the market stupid. IBM is popping up here on my screen right now as we talk. Key levels to watch on IBM. I'll give you a key level to watch in IBM. You're not getting back up to 301.04 at any time right now. It's up 22 cents this morning. It's at 282.77. I want to blow that up on the week and get a look-see. All right, so she made the move. The shooter came down. I'll tell you, that is just perfect. You get the shooter down, and just so you know, this is what we're looking for on the S&P 500. We're looking for a move that comes back down on a shooter, all right, and then the entry point for you to get into that stock would be right there when this bar comes in and breaks down. That's where you would be getting in at to the downside, okay? This is what we're looking for on the futures, man. We're looking for this super spike, and we're not getting it. We need that real exuberance. I want 6,800. I want above 6,800 on the SPX. That's what I'd like to see. This is what we'd like to see on the S&P 500, and then we get some kind of turnaround that turns things around and bring them back down. I'm not asking for a lot, 3 to 5%, 7%, 7 to 8, 9, 10%. All right, if we drop 10%, we'd still be up huge. Okay, so it's nothing to fret, and we can make money while the markets go down, and you know that. All right, so my Pega. This is one. I've been in this stock for a while. Pega is giving me a little pop this morning here. Closed at 57.05. It's trading 64.58. All right. Nice move to the upside here. Oh, taking everything out here. This thing has been higher, but I think there was a split in this thing. So Pega 57.66 was the high yesterday. When I go back and I look at the quarter, we got the 61.33, and that was last quarter. And now you're going to match that again today with the 64. It's going to take the 2 up on the quarter, moving up on the month. All right, Pega, don't go chasing it. All right, it'll come back. I promise you. A couple stocks that I think that might work today. I kind of like Schlumberger today. All right, it's a 2-2 up. 2-2 up on the day. It was red yesterday. Finished the day with an outsider, but I think that energy's been kicked around so long that maybe it's time. OIH is slightly higher this morning. OIH, all right. So that's your oil sector, your drillers. Okay, this is the drillers. All right, doesn't never really show anything on the overnight, so don't trust it. But what are we looking at here? We closed at 259.68. We're quoted at 260, 262. All right, so. Maybe. I'm not talking too crazy here, but these might just sneak up. Look at Halliburton had yesterday with the gapper up looking for more. Okay, Schlumberger. You got the 2 back up there on Schlumberger. Okay, and then you got HP. HP is another one you can watch. All right, HP come back down at the end of the day there. All right, so maybe I am not making any recommendations on that, but they just might wake up. All right, so here's what I'm going to leave it with. XRT retail is good, but the diamond's crapped out. We're going to be stuck inside. And then we're going to have we got the same. We got the industrials. If the diamonds get right, they'll move. Healthcare, I think, is still strong. I don't trust the banks for anything right now. They're acting like crap. All right, so lay off the banks. All right, stick with the industrials and the cyclicals, and don't buy anything because this futures are stuck right now. We are really stuck inside this day, and there's a trade these memes. Beyond the Meat, $6. It was up to $8.70 on the overnight. And watch Donut. Donut's on the move now. And I got another one for you. Where's Grant at? I got another one for you. RANI. Ranny. We got another one to join the old Roaring Kitty bunch. Rainy. Look at this guy, 332. She closed at 285. She's trading at 353. She wants to join the Me Club. All right, so keep an eye on those three. All right, definitely. Those three are going to be moving around. All right, and I already talked about them earlier. I came in with I'm going to finish with this. Mortgage apps were down for the month, so there's not a lot of applications, but refis are up like 16%. So the 30-year is starting to get close to 6, okay? So people are starting to refi, and they're not getting a lot of juice out of it, but maybe that's the only juice there is, all right? So watch the mortgage. The mortgage apps are down, which means people are not buying houses because there isn't any and they're too expensive. And then so the people that are living, they're trying to get the ones that missed the refis, that didn't get the 2% like 3 years ago, they're starting to make a move on that. Watch on your Toll Brothers and watch on your ITB. They might have a day up today. They only need a little bit of news to get these things to move because they've been kicked in the yayo, you know how long, and maybe, just maybe, the home builders get a little bit better. Keep an eye on that. At that note, I'll see you at 10:30. Be good.